Hey guys, so I'm about to show you the area right now. This was actually before they brought down a little more, like two more bags of plastic, but so this is a combination of what me and Kevin have done. So um, this was less full, or this is more full now, and they brought down a thing of toppers about big. It was just rocking back and forth. The woman brings it down, and like she's trying to pull away from it, and it's just like it's tipping over. And I'm sitting there. I'm sitting right here on the little tub right there is at the side you can sit on. Well, you're not supposed to, but I mean it's freaking 130 degrees for me. I'm gonna sit down once in a while, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching her, and she's like messing it up the stack, and I'm just like, she's probably thinking you can help at any time. I was like, why would it's not my job? It's your job to, So you have the pallet, and then the boxes. Like part of them, they were the toppers. They weren't lined up perfectly. Like some of them are hanging this way, and then so you got about that much hanging off this way, and then the rest of them are hanging off the other side. So completely unbalanced. So when I she dropped them off like right here, so I had to push them all the way over here. But I'm like, okay, well, I probably won't be able to do these. But then they brought down a thing of dividers, one of these boxes with the dividers in them, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can do a bale. I thought they would might have been something else coming down, but there wasn't. So I put the dividers in. I did the big stack that was there that they had brought down, and that was it. But I did four. Yeah, this was definitely, yeah, this was before because that box isn't there anymore. This box right here, that box isn't there anymore. They also know they're not supposed to be doing this crap, but they're still doing it anyway. But yeah, I got four bales done of lint. And I started cardboard, but um, Kevin, or yeah, not Kevin. What's his name? Is You can actually see the two bales I had already done. This one is all like looking like it's falling apart. I forgot to put the cardboard on the front. But yeah. What's his name? Sam was going around to collect the carpet in Luchador, but like he collected the carpet, it was like soaking wet. So he's like, "Well, I'm not bringing it down there. I'm just gonna throw it out." You know. But I went down there. There was no carpet. Very little plastic. Very little bit of that. This was, as you can see, this is completely empty, and all that's really left is this. And this is annoying because like back before, I was able to like all of this would have been like two bales worth, but now because of the way the stuff is inside, I was doing like 40, 50 bags per bale. Nope. Now I can only do like I usually do about 15, but still that's all of this is just lint. I think some of this other stuff might be lint. Actually, I think all of this is actually lint because this is all the lint area. And then over here is usually where we put lab, but then kind of so I think yeah, all of this is lint. So that's uh probably well over 100 bags, which I could like I said, I could to do 40, 50 bags takes about an hour or two because you have to let it crush down. Because if you just let it go down and come right back up, it's the way these things are with the air inside of it. Um, it's weird because the whole point is to even like making holes in them to crush the air out, but then they just fill up when the thing goes right back up. It just fills up with air all over again. And eventually, like if there's heavy bags in the middle, the air fills up with air, and then it kind of like pushes themselves out, and it's just and then suddenly one or two start falling out, and then you've done a bale of like 40 of them, and then 20 of them are on the ground again. So unfortunately, now we have to like do tiny bales of them, like 15 at most. My boss said like, oh, I do like 10. I'm like, no. So I usually do about 15, and that usually works. Um, so I'll just kind of bring over like 4 in the first time because that's pretty much how much you can put in the bale right off. And then once I get that in crushed, I'm like, okay, I put in 4, and like 5, 6, bring over 2, 7, 8, bring over 2 more, and I'll just count it all the way up to like 14, 15, and then I'll just like, okay, this is what's going in. It's a lot easier than trying to, take the hand jack and pull that over, and it's like, oh, well, we can't get all through all of it because there's more than 15. So, but yeah, looks a lot better. A lot better. Looks like what it's supposed to. And that says do not bail. Do not bail. Do not bail. I'm gonna bail. No, but it says don't bail. Those are for, I think, over there. Because these ones I can get up here on the lift, but those really tall boxes I can't. So when they do tubes, which we still this machine's been closed for like the past 3 months. But when they do tubes, these are the ones that preferably put them in, because these can fit onto over here behind the bales right here on the lift, right, to get it up here. But just glad it's finally getting back to what it was. So now if Kevin's down there tomorrow or later or whatever, he should be able to get pretty much most of this done. I mean, it's been hard for me to get like keep up with it because I'm only there 3 days a week. And when I come in and I have to keep doing plastic or carpet or this, and I have all this cardboard, it takes away from being able to do this, and you have no other help. But then they've been sending Kevin down to help. He's been there down there on Saturdays and like either Tuesdays or Thursdays and whatever. So I got everything done to the point where that's pretty much all he should have to do tomorrow if he does go down tomorrow. I said I could get it done in a day. He's able to stay, 8, 9 hours and do doubles, so he can get there at 6 o'clock and he can leave 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon if he wants, 6, 7, or whatever, and it's perfectly fine. Me, however, I don't have that luxury. I've tried to, and she's like, you need to clock out right now, and blah, blah, blah. And then I've asked for more days, and they're like, yeah, they won't give you more days. It's like, and then as soon as I get a second job, she's like, oh, I'm trying to give you more hours and more time. It's like, oh, you mean after the 3 years, 2.5 years I've been here so far, and I've been asking for more time, you're like, oh, sorry, can't do it. And now all of a sudden I have a second job, and now all of a sudden you're trying to give me more time? No. No. But I'm just glad it's almost complete. I went down there. I was actually expecting all of it to still be there because there was still quite a bit left, like a lab and all that. But I got down there, I was like, but it's nice finally getting all that crap done. And this is what happens when you have two people. When you have two people, I go in, I do the initial part of it, and then someone should be there from the time I leave till 3 o'clock. I'm not there Tuesdays and Thursdays. They have no plan on giving me more days, so there should be someone else there who's there from like 10 o'clock to 3. I can't just be the only one down there and then having they have Kevin go down there, because certainly not my boss doing it. So having Kevin is great, but it shouldn't be up to him. My boss is the one who hired me. Therefore, she should be responsible for hiring someone else, but she's just not going to do it. From what I heard, my roommate who is there is like on call. So my boss is constantly complaining that we don't have anyone to help with like the bathrooms and to do the housekeeping. It's like, well, she said she's on call. Why isn't she there then? If you're so desperate, why not have the person come in who you say is on call? Like, does instead of you having to go clean bathrooms yourself, there's another person who's there to come in clean bathrooms, do housekeeping stuff. But I don't question things anymore. I just go down there and do what I can. Like nowadays, I did 4 bales today, and then I just I don't care about how many I do. It's just as long as I get stuff done. As long as the area looks better than it did when I first went in, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I was there, what, 2008? No, 2018. You know, this isn't like 5 years ago. I'm not 30 years old anymore. More painful on my body. I can't do 20 bales a day like I used to. I can't. I just can't do it. Um, but bales like this, like these are really big bales. I would be basically doing things like this, like 20 of these a day. A day. So I'm not 30 years old anymore though. So it's a little harder for me to do. But at least it's getting done. Slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. But it's been a while since it's looked like this. I don't like that being there, but again, I can get that done. This was before I had done, because like I said, I did about 4 bales, so add 2 more of these to, because it was out to here. So I got that box out of the way, and then a lot of this is gone. It doesn't seem like it's a lot, but it actually is. Considering, like I said, you can only do like 10, 15 bags at a time now rather than like 40 like I want to. I mean, the machine may be fixed, but it's still, when it comes to like this stuff, it's just letting air too quickly back into the bag, and it's just, filling that bag up, you know. But I'm just glad it's, and they brought down the cardboard, and I just took care of the cardboard that they brought down, so there should be really not a whole lot on Wednesday when I go in. I say that, and then the whole area is filled back up, and Kevin hasn't been down there, and no, if anything, it should be easier to keep up with right now. So if he does go in on Saturday, pretty much all of this will have, that's pretty much all he'd do. So I just got to keep up with, cardboard and whatever else they bring down, but I'm not counting bales anymore. I'm getting old. I'm already old, so it sucks being 150. But I don't bother counting bales anymore. I just go in, and as long as the area looks better than it did before I started, then I've done my job. So if I leave, try to get most of this done, and then pretty much all of this. So this is like 1 or 2 bales, and then 3, 4. So just having this area pretty much open and all this empty makes it look hell of a lot better. So if I can go in there most days and just do that, whatever. But yeah. Yeah, the box with I did a box of it, and I put it down right here in between, right here. There is a space big enough. So when I finished with this box right there, I just moved it over there just so it's out of the way. One thing after another. Anyway, figured you guys want to see how nice and clean the area looks now. Not that it's going to stay that way, I'm sure. I'm sure it's going to be looking like crap on Wednesday when I go back in. But at least you've seen that something's getting done. This is a combination of me and Kevin doing this, so. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.